and you're looking at, where are we here? We're looking at what's called the AO scan, frequency technologies. All right, so stay tuned. We're diving a little bit, and it's also kind of a test, checking out the audio of what I'm doing here with OBS. If you don't know what OBS is, well, this is how people broadcast all over the place, and it creates like this great production quality setup. Take a look. I could switch between things, and there's all kinds of fun infographics if I find out which way to point. There you are. That's my logo. There's my business website. There's my phone number for the office. And I'm here talking about, and I'm presenting more and more on this technology with a specific component, and I'll show you if I can zoom in here. The top one, which is called, not the top one. I know it's not zoomed in real great, but there it is. We have the inner voice, the third from the top. And what I want to share about this right now, while I'm testing this out, is testing out the audio quality with no mic, just on my laptop here. And our voice has so much information that is communicated beyond the words spoken. And we can hear it in speeches, we hear it in awkward moments, we hear it in excited moments, and we also witness it in body language. The tone of voice will tell you so much. So if you're watching this, if you're catching this, please comment at how the voice is, how the audio is for you coming through here. I would appreciate that. I'm going to say hello. How is the audio coming through? And hopefully you can see that. It's fun setting this up. I set it up a long time ago and fell out of favor with it because of changing adaptations. Yeah, the audio is good. Thanks, Eshawn. I appreciate you, my friend. So the inner voice AO scan technology, I'm just going to click the button right here. And you can get a version of this for your at home, whether it's on laptop, but there's a better accuracy, better result when you have the physical technology. That's a one-time deal, a one-time purchase to get that. But the technology, because the way it's connected to the cloud and how the technology works to analyze voice and to kick back the live time solutions, the healing tones, the music inlaid with different tones that result in harmonizing or balancing the nervous system, balancing the emotional state in the time of need, at the moment of need. So I'm going to do it right now. I have my profile pulled up, and what we're seeing here is the original version. This is like developed in the 70s and the 80s, and it's a flagship product of a company, I believe called Energy. And there's more, and I have a slideshow set up for later use. Maybe I can flip it over. Oh, that's not it. There it is. The first one was my website shop, but the AO scan technology is all about frequencies and of the foundational work. Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, Marie Curie, Raymond Rife. Anyone who investigates their work it's quite interesting work. And the AO scan technology itself is a unique educational tool, and that's a good way of staying away from the dangerous parts of the legalese when it comes to healing technologies and things that work to provide our body with what it requires to optimize. We're talking about biofrequencies, electromagnetic signals, and simply through this technology, there's different manners in which it identifies and then balances frequencies that affect our body's functionalities. And so here, this is what I wanted to show you actually. And this started to be developed in the 40 years ago, in the 80s. And so this was out of a need to help his son, who he adopted, and through a series of other stories that are more beyond the slide, that he spent developing with other people technologies and bringing together technologies that make it work. And so today, and what I've been spending time focusing on, because I find it so powerful for people in the moment, wherever they are, or in the office, it's been great clinically, helping a change happen in real life time. But we speak into it. And I'll do that here in a second. And this is what we're talking about here. So we speak into it. That's the original version, but now there's an additional component where it has pulse tones that when we speak into the technology, it will kick back and experience. So I'm going to do that right now while we're watching. So there's a little countdown. You can see me in the reflection. And it starts to count. So it's going to speak. It's going to hear my voice. My name is Dr. Kevin Jarina. And it's recording my voice right now from the highs that I've experienced today, the lows that I've experienced today, and the underlying things that are going on. And it's going to kick back a result of which tones are high, which tones are low. And it's going to take the top 4 concerns and produce what's called a balancing harmonic. And in that, there's 4 types of tones that it is going to use to counterbalance. And it has a nice report you can see. And I have other videos on my YouTube channel that show this, but let's see. I'll pull up the report right now. And that way you can see it. It'll populate. So it's sending to the cloud where everything's analyzed, stored, and secured. You can go into those details if one desires. And now it's going to kick out at this report that I don't have prepared to show you. Kind of do. Real live time. Shows the date and time I did it. It's going to describe the test. And I put that description of the test in the description of this. And to respond to other people doing this, voice and sound healing, modulation, toning. The monks have been doing this for ages. Singing is quite healing. We know this. And I'm not sure what anyone else... bioacoustics. All kinds of different terminologies for tech things. However, this is something that I have in my hand. Right now, I can hand it to a client. I can have them order it. They can get an app, web app access. They can have it themselves. They can have it for them in the moment of need. You wake up, sometimes we feel good. Sometimes we don't feel good. I speak into this. There was a time when I first got this, and the reason I got it was because of concussions. And I was having emotional swings all over the place. So I would speak into it, find out, number one, what's going on. It gives you a feedback, and I'll be vulnerable here. Well, so I'm working on rigid beliefs versus being open to possibilities. So this, to me, I use this as a personal growth tool. I use this and combine it with other methods, most notably what's called the FAST technique. And for a more clinically relevant, effective tool, it's called neuro-emotional technique. By goodness, anyone who dives into the accuracy, the effectiveness, the research on that, Jefferson University has implemented that in a medical program for the integrative protocols. And nonetheless, with this tool, it produces sounds that I can listen to. And there's different... we want to deliver the sounds with the most effectiveness. That's the clinical conversation. So when it comes to effectiveness delivery, I can listen to it from any speaker. That's better. That's okay. I can listen to it from headphones plugged into the unit. That's better. I can listen to headphones. It's plugged into my cell phone or my audio, my laptop or whatever. That's actually a step down. If we have the device, if we have the specialized, tuned headsets that the company produces, you get the best effectiveness. Why is that? Because there's technologies and things built into something that's made to deliver the tones versus your average Samsung or iPhone or whatever form of phone you got, or even your device. There may be audio people out there who have specialized audio equipment that could increase the effectiveness somehow, but they have a specific transducer developed to be used with technology, so you get the most effectiveness of neurologic changes. Think about that fight or flight response to that relaxation, digestion, recuperation response. We want to activate that regeneration, relaxation response. I believe that's coined by Dr. Bruce Lipton. So the relaxation response. This helps get that going, and we can get specific information about what we're working on, what is needed to be worked on. And this I use this I used to use it every day. I use it a little bit less than every day now, but I'm using it every week, multiple times. And when I do my personal growth work in the mornings, I grab this, speak into it a few seconds, and I get the top 4 things that I need to work on. And so I know I'm working on being open to possibilities. and I'm handling things in my life where other people are not open to possibilities. So I know in the world of the mind and psyche, sometimes it's what we perceive going on as well as what we are also feeling and experiencing within. So I hope it's been educational, informational. I hope it's been inspirational. I know I do love coming on here when things click right. So one of my lessons I'm learning is simple presentations versus flipping around to all the bells and whistles. However, I am going to flip to something that you can review to see what are some of the other benefits of this technology. And I personally want to empower people at home to have something that can provide them great information, better than what they're getting in the mainstream healthcare community already. More accurate, more relevant, more in live time, more simple, minimal costs, comparatively speaking, and also more power for you at home. And then also not just data, but also something to do with that data. And here's one of the biggest problems in healthcare, as we know it, quote unquote, sick management care, is you run around the rigmarole of all these procedures and all these tests to do what? Get a pharmaceutical medication or a surgical procedure? Well, the people who are trying to reestablish a functioning body, pharmaceuticals isn't on the list. They have too many problems, too many side effects. Look up the term iatrogenic causes. That's a big term, but the self-induced causes of properly prescribed procedures, medications of injury, death, and more disease. And so what is synthetic medications doing? They're not feeding the body what it's required to function. It's providing something to the body that inhibits the body from experiencing itself. And it's a petroleum-based substance. Any pharmaceutical medication is a petroleum-based substance with man-generated changes in molecular structures to things to cause an effect where you have less experience with your own body. The body has a purpose and a meaning for all its symptoms. We want to honor that. Hence, when it comes to the voice in my world, it is, in everyone's world, it is a huge insight into what's going on, and now we have deeper insight to what's going on. It can help us move from stuck to motion. It can help us get insights about what is the issue going on that we can't really click and put our finger on. And I wish all people to have the ability to shift themselves, to move forward in life, and these are one of the tools that began to give me deeper insights to things I was stuck on, so I could move forward. Apply my energies and efforts in a more focused and a more deliberate manner versus guessing. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for anyone who has questions. I'm going to pop this video on. It talks a little bit more about the details, and then I'm going to drop a link for you. For anyone out there who wants to have a discovery call, it's in the description. We're going to drop that link in here too. So stay tuned for that. Peace. See you on the other side.
Have you ever felt frustrated waiting to be seen when you're not feeling your best? Or ever struggled through tests and expensive procedures without ever finding real relief? Imagine if you could get a better understanding of your overall well-being right now, in minutes. What would that mean to you, or to your family? We'd like you to know there's a whole new way to improve your comprehension surrounding your wellness, using a total body scanner unlike any other, right in your own home. This groundbreaking new technology helps you to better understand your body's needs and wellness status, and it's available to you and your family right now. Here's how the science works. Every organ in the human body vibrates at a particular frequency. When illness appears, this frequency changes. Think about it like tuning a guitar. When the string frequencies are incorrect, the music will not sound harmonious. When your body's frequencies are restored, you restore harmony to your whole body, energizing and optimizing your mental, emotional, and nutritional states. We found that people who experienced this technology were so excited they started telling everyone. So we also created an income opportunity where people can earn a little extra by sharing the product. No more wondering, no more worrying. Take charge of creating your best life. Learn more about how you can retune, revitalize, and restore your own body harmony by clicking the link below.